Welcome. Thank you for joining me. So today we've got a practice that is really nice for kind of opening up and stretching out areas around the hips. So we'll do some inner, outer hip, and also hamstrings and lower back. All of those areas are very closely related and, um, you know, accompanying stress or a lot going on emotionally. A lot tends to kind of get stuck um, in the hips in terms of kind of energy and blood flow. So we're going to have a practice that really focuses in on those areas and hopefully leaving you kind of feeling opened up and kind of reset and refreshed. So that's the intention behind today. And let's get started. Sit nice and tall, close your eyes down, and give your shoulders like three big circles back. So just up, down, and away from your ears, creating some space for your neck. Relax the muscles of the face, relax the front body, chest, rib cage area, belly, all soft. And just start to feel your breath deepen a little bit. Feel the breath move in and out, and feel the front body expand and contract. See if you can even out the experience of the inhale and the exhale so that the breath in and the breath out become about equal in length, nice and full. Just a couple more like this, establishing a nice, smooth, full rhythm of breathing before we add in motion. Letting your nice full breath be the backbone of practice. Okay, keep your nice full breath with you. When you're ready, open your eyes. So when you're ready, make your way to all fours facing the front of your mat, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. As you breathe in, lift the crown of the head and the tailbone. And as you breathe out, round your spine, tuck the belly in, and gaze towards your hips. So the inhale lifts crown of head and tailbone up. Exhale reverses that action, belly tucks, gazing towards hips. So just keep flowing back and forth like that. And make this your own shape, your own pace. So circle around if you want, figure eight around if you want. Breathing nice and fully. Letting your emotion be nice and full and juicy. So stretching out all of those tissues and getting some crackles and pops out of the body. Okay, now come back to neutral. Inhale, lift crown of head and tailbone. This time, exhale, pull the belly in, shift your hips back to your heels at the same time. So the inhale brings you forwards, a little arch in your back. Exhale, round your spine, bring your hips back to your heels. Just kind of keep going back and forth like that a few times. Good, one more. And the next time you bring the hips to the heels, settle them all the way back, stretch your arms forwards. And then just kind of pull your left sits bone backwards. So kind of coming off center with the hips, getting a little stretch in the very base of the back there on that left side. And then shift through the center and do the same thing to the right. So pull the right sits bone back. Good, come back to center. Okay, come to all fours. And then extend your right leg out. Extend your left arm out too if you'd like. Inhale here. And then exhale, tuck everything in nice and tight. Again, inhale, big extend and reach. Exhale, big tuck. We'll do 2 more of those. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tuck. Last time, big extension, reach out. Plant your left hand down. Lift your right hip up and point your toes. So feel a lengthening down the outer seat, outer leg. Good. Draw the knee outside the right elbow. And then carefully step outside the right pinky. So you're going to plant the left hand down. And on an exhale, lift the right arm up and come into a twist. Pull the right hip back. Hand, anytime it's extended and that doesn't feel good for the shoulder, always be free to set it on your lower back. Okay, look down. Both hands come down. You're going to set your hands right underneath the shoulders and then just bend the elbows. So like a chaturanga position here where you've got a half push-up going. And just bend to the degree to which you feel some engagement in the upper back and then some stretch in the inner hip. If you've got more in you, feel free to drop to your forearms. Try to keep your chest open, so keep pulling the collarbones forwards. And if you want even more, feel free to tuck your left toes and lift the knee. It's quite intense for the hips, so do what makes sense for your body, what feels sustainable for a few breaths. Okay, come back to straight arms. Send the leg back, plank pose, and then drop the knees. Let's do second side. Left leg comes back. So left leg comes back, right arm comes forward if you'd like. Breathe in and breathe out. Tuck everything in nice and tight. Inhale, extend out long again. Exhale, tuck in again. 2 more times. Inhale, big reach. Exhale, big pull. Then last time, big reach, pause here. Set your right hand down, lift the left hip up and point the toe. So feel stretch down the outer leg. Bring the knee forward as if you're moving along a table. Set the foot carefully outside the left pinky. Right hand comes under the chest. On an exhale, lift up into a twist. Good, look down. Both hands come down. Bend into the elbows slightly. So just kind of like you're going into a chaturanga push-ups. Your elbows not out, but nice and tight. Pulling the collarbones forwards. If you want some more for the inner hip, you can plant the forearms down. And if you want even more, you can tuck the right toes and lift the knee. So again, do what makes sense for your body. Breathe. Okay, come to straight arms. Step back to plank pose. And then drop your knees again. So now, kickstand your left shin out a little bit. Lift the right leg and the right arm up and come into a side plank variation. Now, curl the right heel in and then slide the leg back. Maybe this feels like a good place to hang out. Hand can come to the hip. If you would like, reach for the right ankle, kick into it, and then tuck the belly in. Good, release, cartwheel back down, reset. Second side, left side. Extend the left leg back. Kickstand your right leg out. Lift the right arm and the left leg up. Curl the heel in, slide it back. So you can set your hand on your hip. You can reach for the ankle and kick into it. Good, cartwheel back down. Inhale here.
Then exhale, tuck the toes, stretch up and back to down dog. So we're gonna come in and out of that pose a couple times. Inhale, start to bring the knees down, hover or rest them. Exhale, up and back to down dog. 2 more times. Inhale, bring the knees down. Exhale, up and back. Last time, bring the knees down, hover or rest them. Pause, so they can hover an inch off the floor or they can set down. And then exhale, up and back, down dog. Feet together, right leg rises. Inhale, bring right leg up. Exhale, pull knee to nose, shift forwards. Inhale, lift up again. Exhale, knee in again. Last time, lift it up. Push through the heel. Straighten your leg. Then look forward, shift forwards, knee to nose. Pause. And then step through for a lunge. So you're going to position your knee right over your ankle, lift the chest, and then set the back knee down and untuck the toes. From here, breathe in. And breathe out, shift back, flex the toes towards your face. Inhale, come forwards, really lift the chest. And then exhale, come backwards. 2 more times. Inhale, come forwards. Exhale, shift backwards. And last time, come forwards, inhale. So stabilize through your base, hands come to knee, and then lift through the chest, lean back and tuck your tailbone under. So kind of push your tailbone down and forwards until you feel a nice stretch down that left hip flexor. And then lift your chest. So not cranking your neck back, but kind of lifting your collarbones is where you want to be. Good, come down with the hands and then shift back and flex your right toes toward your face. So kind of a straight leg stretch where you're pulling the chest forwards and pulling the tailbone backwards and getting a good stretch on the back of the leg, hopefully. And keep your leg just as it is. Start to walk your arms to the right. So you're going to walk your arms to the right of the mat and slightly past it until you get a crunch in your right side and a stretch in your left side. And then come back to center. Bend into the right knee. Plant your hands, tuck your left toes, lift your knee, and kick back to down dog. Now let's do second side. Left leg's gonna lift. Inhale, bring left leg up. Exhale to knee to nose, shift forwards. Inhale, lift up again. Exhale, knee to nose, shift forwards. Last time, lift it up. Press through your heel. Reach up and back with your leg. And then look forward, shift forwards, knee to nose, nice flat back, low hips. And then step through for a lunge. So the knee position's right over that ankle. Sink the hips, lift the chest, set the back knee down and untuck the toes. Breathe in, and then breathe out, shift back and flex the toes toward your face. Inhale, come forwards. Exhale, shift backwards. 2 more times. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, backwards. Last time. Come forwards. Solidify your base, so nice and stable through the legs. And then when you're ready, bring your hands to your left knee. Lean back. Pull the shoulders back. Tuck the tailbone under. Feel that stretch down the right hip flexor, hopefully. Good, and then bring your hands down. Shift back and flex your left toes towards your face. Pull the collarbones forward, relax your shoulders. And then walk your hands to the left of your mat. So slightly to the left while your body stays centered and get a stretch down your right side, a crunch into the left side. Good, and then come back center. Okay, bend into your left leg. Plant the hands, tuck your toes, lift your knee, kick back to down dog. Now inhale, lift between your hands. And then exhale, step between them. One big step or a few small ones. Take a half lift, inhale. Then a big fold and release. Inhale, reach and rise. Big sweep up with the arms. And then exhale, relax. Take a pause. Center yourself. Okay. Sweeping up again here. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms out and fold. Plant the hands by the feet. Take a half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands. Step back to plank pose. All the way down in this first one. Inhale, come forwards. Exhale, lower to the mat and untuck your toes. Few rounds of baby cobra. Inhale, lift the chest. And then exhale, release. Inhale, lift the chest again, maybe slightly higher. And then exhale, release. One more. Inhale, lift and pause. So either baby cobra or maybe more of a cobra where you're pressing into the mat, feeling the backs of the arms engage a little bit too. Just the sternum would lift off the floor in that case. Good, release. Tuck the toes, lift up and back, feet together. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose, shift forwards. Inhale, lift up again. Exhale, knee to nose, shift forwards. Last time, inhale, lift up. This time, open up the right hip. So lift it higher than the left. Bend the knee, dangle the foot, slide it to the left. And then try to square your shoulders. So pull the right shoulder to be even with the left. Good, re-square, re-center, look forward, shift forwards, knee to nose. And then step through. Okay, so make sure your knee is over that ankle. Hands can come to knee first or rise straight up into crescent lunge here. So tuck the tailbone, shoulders root down. Inhale, bend the elbows, bend deeply into the front leg. And then exhale, straighten the leg and rise the arms. 2 more times. Inhale, big open. Exhale, big reach up. Last time, open up, pause here. So lean back, relax the shoulders. Arms come up, inhale. And then exhale, right hand back, left arm forward. Come into a twist. Pull that outer right hip back. Arms come up, inhale. And then exhale, arms come out into warrior two. So take the back foot to 90 degrees. Okay, so your front leg is bent at 90 degrees as well. Back foot is parallel to the short end of your mat. Inhale. Exhale, set your right elbow down and lift over with the left arm. Inhale, reverse it. And then exhale, come forwards. Last time, reverse it, pause. Big stretch with that right arm. Big bend in that front leg. Good, exhale, come forwards. Top arm can also be upper at the hip. Forward doesn't feel good. Focus on stacking your body, left side on top of right side. Peeling your left hip back. Stretching out that waistband. Good, warrior two, inhale. And then exhale, curve the hands down, unpivot the left toes. Step back to plank pose. Come to the shins if you want. Inhale, shift forwards. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way down. Up dog or baby cobra, inhale, your choice. And then exhale, tuck the toes, hips up and back, feet together. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step it forward. Just kidding. Inhale, lift up again. Inhale, knee to nose. Last time, lift up. Lift the left leg higher than the right. Dangle the foot, slide it to your right. Try to square the shoulders, so dip the left shoulder to be even with the right. Re-square, look forward, shift forwards, knee to nose. And then step through. Okay, hands can come to knee first, or you can rise straight up into a crescent lunge. Pull that left hip back, relax the shoulders. Inhale, bend into the left leg, open up the arms. Exhale, straighten and rise. Inhale, bend and open. Exhale, straighten and rise. Last time, open it up, pause here, lean back a little bit, chest up. Good, inhale, arms up. And then exhale, left hand back, right arm forwards, come into a twist. Take your time here. Inhale, arms come up. And then exhale, pivot the back foot down, open the right arm out, and come into a warrior two. So your right foot is at 90 degrees, your left leg is bent at 90 degrees. Inhale. Exhale, plant the left elbow and reach over with your right arm. Inhale, reverse it. And then exhale, come forwards. Last time, inhale, reverse, and pause. Good, and then exhale, side angle and pause. Elbow down, big stretch over that right arm. It can be forward, it can be up, or it can be at the hip. Focus on stacking, pulling that right side back. Good, inhale, warrior two. And then exhale, hands pivot down, unpivot the back foot, step back to plank pose. Come to the shins if you'd like. Inhale, come forwards. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way down. Up dog or baby cobra, inhale. Exhale, tuck the toes, hips up and back, feet together. Inhale, look between your hands. And then exhale, step between them. Take a half lift inhale. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, big reach and rise. And then exhale, let go. Okay, take a pause. All right, let's move again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms out and fold, plant the hands down. Take a half lift inhale. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step back to plank pose. So always feel free to skip these or come to the shins. Inhale, come forwards. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way down. Up dog or baby cobra, inhale. Exhale, tuck the toes, hips up and back, feet together. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step it forward. Back heel spins to 45 degrees this time in plants. Rise up from warrior one. Okay, so pull that right hip back. Lean back a little bit. Settle the shoulders down. You're going to hold here in warrior. Now inhale, straighten your right leg. And then nice and slow, use lower back. Stretch out nice and long and slowly come all the way down and plant the hands by the foot, fold. Pull the shoulders towards your back. Okay, you're going to plant the left hand by the right foot. Your right hand's going to come to your hip. Inhale, prepare and straighten. And then exhale, slowly turn your belly towards that right leg. Lift the right arm if that feels okay for the shoulder, or set it on the lower back. Okay, look down. Both hands come down. You're going to bend into the right leg, rise back to warrior. Use your belly. And then open out to warrior two here. So from here, straighten your right leg. Use your belly, pull forwards. And then drop your right arm, and this time come into a triangle pose. So the left arm is going to come up. Your front leg is straight. Your top half of body is lifting up, and your bottom half is pushing down. Good, warrior two. And then cartwheel the hands down, unpivot the back foot, step back to plank pose. Inhale, come forwards a little. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way down. Up dog or baby cobra, inhale. Exhale, tuck the toes, hips up and back, feet together. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step it forward, back heel to 45 degrees, rise up for warrior one, other side. Okay, so nice big bend in that front leg. Pull the left hip back, settle the shoulders. Now, straighten your left leg. Hinge forward from the hips, nice long back. Come all the way down and plant your hands by your foot. Pull the shoulders towards the spine. Now, inhale, extend your spine a little bit. Left hand to the hip. And then exhale, slowly pull your belly toward your left leg, coming into a twist. Left hand can come up if that's okay for the shoulder, or it can set at the lower back. Good, look down. Both hands come down, bend into the front leg, rise up to warrior. And then open out into warrior two, so back foot to 90 degrees. Open up wide at the arms. Straighten the left leg this time. Pull forward from the waistband. Drop your arm and lift your right arm to triangle pose. Good. Warrior two. Bend into the front leg. And then exhale, cartwheel the hands down, unpivot the back foot. Step back to plank pose. This time, lift up and back to down dog directly. Okay, from here, you're gonna bend the knees. Lift your right leg up, set the ankle on top of the left thigh. And then straighten your left leg and start walking your hands back so you're like a three-legged dog with a figure four stretch going. And this may be a great stretch and you want to stay here, awesome. If you want a little bit more, start to try to walk your hands back and then rebend into the left leg. And then kind of sit down into the hip, relax the shoulders back. So start to work towards like a chair spine, and then maybe the fingertips stay on the floor. Maybe you explore lifting the hands and gently placing the elbows on top of the shin. So again, kind of working towards like a chair spine where you're pulling the tailbone down, pulling the chest up. And maybe kind of just playing with hands down, hands up. Always feel free to kind of reconnect to the floor if you need. Good, bring those hands back down. Walk your hands forwards again. Come into that three-legged dog. And then reset. Pedal out the legs for a second. Okay, now bend the knees again. This time set the left ankle on top of the right thigh. And walk your hands back a little bit. So this may be what you want to do. Awesome. If you want to come backwards, start to bend into your right leg. Walk the hands back and pull your tailbone down at the same time. And then keep flexing your left foot. Maybe you kind of keep your fingertips down. Maybe you start to bring your elbows towards your shin. And come into a chair-like spine where you're pulling the chest up. Good. Bring the hands back down. Walk your hands forward again. And then come back to down dog. Pedal it out. Okay, from here, let's move into pigeon pose. Right leg up, inhale. And then exhale, pull the shin forward, set it down on the mat. Scoop your left foot all the way back. And then set your back knee down and untuck the toes. So from here, you can stay upright through the spine. You can start to lower down slightly bent elbows. You can stack your forearms and rest your head, or you can outstretch your arms. Do what makes sense for your body and just kind of settle in here for some rounds of breathing. Good. Prop yourself to straight arms. Tuck your left toes, lift your knees, slide back to down dog. We'll do second side. Left leg up, inhale. Exhale, pull the shin forward, send it down. And then scoot your right toes all the way back. Keep pulling your left hip back, set the back knee down and untuck the toes. And then stay upright if you want, or lower yourself down to the degree that makes sense for your body. So maybe slightly bent elbows, maybe stacked forearms, maybe outstretched arms. Do what feels good here. Good. Slowly come back to straight arms. Tuck your left toes, slide that right leg back. Pedal it out. And then drop your knees. Come back to child's pose for a moment. And then slowly roll up, let your head be the last to lift. Swing your legs around and bring your legs in front of you. So a couple last seated poses here. Come nice and wide with the legs, make a V shape. Make sure your knees and toes are facing up. Inhale, lift up, and then exhale, just bring your belly down. So elbows can slightly bend, or maybe they can set down. Make sure you're not hunching. Only come down to the degree that is possible without getting all scrunchy through the upper body. Good, slowly come up. One last seated pose, legs together. Inhale, arms up, and then exhale, big fold. And take a little half extension, breathe in, and then exhale, settle down into your pose. Again, not scrunchy through the upper body, only lower down to the degree where you can remain pretty open through the chest and just stretch out the lower back. If your knees need a little micro bend to support the lower back stretching, go for it. Good, inhale, slowly lift. Exhale, shrug your shoulders back at the top and just pause, nice and tall through the spine. Okay. Make your way onto your back, hug those knees in. Give them a tight squeeze. Take a little rock side to side against your lower back. Give yourself a little lower back massage. And then send the legs up. Grab the outer soles of the feet or outer shins and come into a happy baby. Just let those legs go wide. You can straighten and bend them a couple times or just be still. Bring the legs back together. Hug the knees in. Set the feet down. And just rest your arms by the sides. We're just going to stretch out the front of the hips a couple times here. Inhale, lift the hips up. And then exhale, relax them down. Inhale, lift the hips up. And then exhale, relax them back down. Just do two more nice gentle bridges. Good. Once that second one is complete, bring the feet together. Let the knees fall open. Come into a little diamond shape with the legs. Hands can settle on the inner hip creases or on the belly or chest. And then move into Shavasana. So if you want to take Shavasana in this way, feel free. If you you want to take a more traditional shape with legs outstretched, arms at the sides, absolutely feel free to do that as well. So stay in Shavasana and just rest for as long as you'd like. And when you decide to transition back out into your day, that transition be nice and gradual. But for now, I'll let you go here in Shavasana. Take your time and come back when you're ready. Namaste.